Good morning, dear students. Today, the continuation of first chapter, product management, strategic brand management subject. Today, we have a topic to discuss: a product management. Yesterday, we have discussed about a new product development, the failure for new product, the new products in a market. So, after understanding what are the new products and failure for new products in a market, we understand a concept of product management now. Product management defined like this: a product management is a process of conceiving, planning, developing, testing, launching, delivering and withdrawing products in a market. Means it is complete a set of, right from conceiving an idea of developing a product and launching a actual product in a market, the entire process involved in product management. That is what they tell here: conceiving, planning, developing, testing, launching, delivering and withdrawing products in a market. Yes, of course, right from conceiving an idea of developing a product till launching, we have a product management. But how we are going to manage in withdrawing of a product also? So we discussed in a product life cycle we are having a three different phases, that is growth, introduction, growth, maturity and decline. When products reaches to the decline, means that is withdrawing from the market. So withdrawing from a market is also having some barriers, it is having some biases. So you cannot just like that withdraw from the market. So we are having certain process how to withdraw and where to withdraw, when to withdraw and all. So it is also included in a project management also. So how one person or one organization is responsible for giving birth to a product, it is also responsible for taking away a product from the market. So a product management is a complete set of where conceiving an idea of developing a product to withdrawal of a product from the market. Okay, that is product management. And next we have a concept of objectives of product management. First one is plan. So the product manager should have a planning and developing of a specific range of a products only. So you cannot just go and develop whichever you want and whichever you wish to develop a product. You should have a plan and you should develop a specific product only. Why? Because it should match a long run strategic plan and of the organization. Long run strategic plan of the organization, in the sense it should meet with the needs and wants of the customers in a long run. So in such a way the plan of a product need to be done. And next one is customers. Ensure that products are going to meet or exceed customer needs, and you need to always work with your customers in order to identify their new needs, new wants and new desire, because always the needs and wants and desires of the customers is going to be fluctuate. It is not a stagnant, it is going to be vary from a minute to minute and seconds to second. So you need to always be with the customer and try to understand what their new needs and wants. So because customers are a king actually, so whatever they need, that is only they are going to purchase it. That is not the way like whatever the product you produce and give it to the product. So you need to produce the product according to the requirement of the customer. And the next one is success. For the success of a product or achieve a commercial success of a product, you need to work with the experts or you need to work with a specialist in a company, how to make a contribute for a development of a product and the performance of the product. Performance of the product may be it may be a design, it may be a color, it may be a quality, it may be a exclusive development of a product. So each and every experts you need to talk, and according to their feedback you need to develop a product. Then only you can success with your product, commercializing your product in a market. So design will be having a expert, and maintaining a quality we are having a expert, and marketing of a product we are having a expert. So each and every aspects in a development of a product we are having a specialist. Take their feedback, according to that you need to manage with the product. That is going to lead for success in a product management. And the next objective is delivery. So the development of the product is done with the all expert feedback and how you are going to deliver it. So you need to deliver the product on time, on budget only. Of course, you are developing a product, the delivery of the product should not go beyond the budget set for your development of a product, and it should go and reach the right customers in a right time. So because if you are not reaching a customers on time, it is not going to be satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. They'll be having a many alternatives in the market, they may switch to that particular substitutes and the alternatives in a market. So they are emphasizing on delivery of the product need to be happen on time and within a budget set for a product management. Next one is marketing. Marketing is a similar kind of objectives where the marketing management and the product management are going to be developed, and how you are going to prioritize the product development program, and where you want to market it and how you want to market it, all the strategies involved or all the steps involved in a marketing. So these are all some of the objectives of product management. So you need to plan for the product, and you need to identify the customers needs. According to the customers needs, you need to take the feedback of or concern of a particular experts, and then you need, after making a development of a product, you need to deliver the product on time and within the budget. And how we are going to make availabilities of the product in a market, that involves in a marketing process. And next one is importance of the marketing, importance of product management. We are having some of the importance in a market of product management. First one is identify the marketing object or identifying the market opportunities. The product management is going to help for identifying the market opportunities in terms of quantifying opportunities to generate a profit. So what are the opportunities in a market? So opportunities may be a need of a customer, want of a customer, problem of a customer, desire of the customer, anything. So those may become opportunity for a product development or a product management. So that opportunities need to be identified. To identify those opportunities, product management is going to be help. Next one is communicate the market opportunities, and it is going to communicate the market opportunities in terms of communicating language, in terms of market or product development. So in first step you are identify the opportunity, in second step you are communicating the opportunity, exactly what is the requirement of the customers. That is why we are telling about in terms of marketing language, in terms of product language. Third one is quantifying the opportunity. Quantifying the opportunity in the sense, is this products really can be developed by me, is this can be delivered by me, is this can be marketed by me, everything we are going to quantify. What is the cost involved in that, what is the estimation of budget need to be developed for making a product, everything we are going to quantify in order to grab the opportunities available in a market. And the next one is empowers the sales efforts. You are going to empower the sales effort in terms of giving a training and giving so much of inputs to your sales force. They should not tell that no for any queries asked by the customers. Okay, any queries asked by the customers. In such a way you are going to define and you are going to give information for the sales force, and effectively you are going to empower the sales effort. And the next one is provide low risk next market driven products and services. For that the product management is going to be help, and identify customers need. You always need to be with the customers. That is what successful marketers always tells, that you want to be with the customer, understand the pulse of the customer according to needs and wants. You want to develop a product. So that is why you need to identify your customers and identify their needs and wants, and affects positioning. So it is not only understanding the needs and wants of the customer, you need to position the product in a customer mind, either using a multiple medias tool or whatever the marketing tools available in the market. You are going to position the products in a customer's mind. And next one is improves product success. So when you are having a product management with you, with the objectives of the product management, it is going to be helpful in success of the product. Why? Because you are having a plan, you are understood the customer needs, according to that you are developed a product. While developing a product, you are going to take a consultation of different expertise, and the product will come out very nicely, and which is going to be satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. So these are some of the important aspects of product management: identify opportunity, communicate opportunity, quantify opportunity, empower the sales effort, identify customer needs, affect positioning, and improve product success. And next is we are having product management process. So these are 5 important steps for product management process. First one is new product identification, product definition, product development, product launch and growth, and product discontinuation. First we take up what is exactly new product identification. So in this way the company conducts various activity in order to understand the customer's needs and desire, and define the functional requirements of the product. The product management team is entrusted with task of creating a systematic process to understand the customer requirements. So very precisely we can tell here, new product identification. Yes, I want to give a new product to a market. On what basis? It should be based on understanding customers' needs and desires. After understanding the needs and desires of the customers, you are going to define the functional requirement of the product. Is it a product really required to the market? Then after identifying that, you are going to develop a product by taking a feedback from different experts, either it is designing, the quality, the size, the shape of the product, everything we are going to decide. And next you are going to check the feasibilities of the product in the market. Is this really required in a market or not? And then actually development of a product to launch in a market. So this is how you are going to make identification of new product which is required in a market. Next one is product definition. So high level functions of the products are defined. So how, in the sense, we are going to make R&D, research and development, and the project management team is going to sell an idea of the product to the various people in the organization, either it is a sales department, production department, or HR department. Why sales and production is okay in a marketing? The sales department required for effective sales effort, and production for reducing the wastages and giving a maximum production for product. R&D of course for the innovation, the creativity, and HR, it is required human resources. Why? Because in order to develop a product, we are not completely depend on machineries or tools. We need a people, very much skilled people, in order to deal with the particular machines, and those who are understanding techniques quickly and how they are going to implement in a production process. So skilled human resources is also required. And next is product launch and the growth. Product launch we are going to we are studied in correct, in a previous class actually. So this where you came to know new product identification and new product definition. And the third step is product development, that is new product development. The entire steps, how the products are going to be developed. New product development I discussed in our last classes, right from idea generation, right from idea generation to commercialization of the product. Idea generation, screening of an idea, concept development, test marketing, everything involved in our product development, and the product launch and the growth. So that is also involved in a product development only, how you are going to launch a product and where you are going to launch a product, and what is the growth of your business, what is the size of your business, everything is going to be decided. And the next is product discontinuation. As I told you, if the one company is responsible for developing a product, the same company is responsible for taking away of the product from the market also. If you are discontinuing with the product, you need to give a new product to the market. So that should be the strategy. So suddenly you cannot exit from the market. It is going to make an impact on all other factors, directly or indirectly connected with the development of the product or distribution of the product. So product discontinuation is not so easy process in a marketing environment. There will be certain barriers. If you deciding upon a discontinuation of the product, you need to take some decision to bring in some new products into the market. So these are all the 5 steps which is involved in product management process. And next is functions of product management, very important aspect. The functions of product management here, first one is product flanking. Product flanking, again, it is a marketing term. It means introduction of a different combination of a product at a different price actually. So you are giving a diversified product, probably we can call it as a same product also, same product with a different size, different color, different shape, and with a different sizes, in order to acquire a more market share and the more market growth. So that is called as a product flanking. So the product management, it is going to be help us in order to give a number of different products with the combination of different prices into the market. Next one is brand extension. Brand extension, it is going to talk about extension of products of the same brand. So take example, I just quoted an example of Lifebuoy here. In order to make an extension and in order to give a new product to a existing customer, they started giving a Lifebuoy Plus, Lifebuoy Gold, and Lifebuoy Silver, and the Lifebuoy Liquid also. Now we are having Lifebuoy Hand Wash also, which is going to be fight with anti germs. So that is called as a brand extension. Next one is building product line. So Revlon was only having nail colors and the lipsticks. In the beginning stage, they were having only 2 products line, that is a nail color and the lipstick. A later part, they are enter into the complete range of the cosmetic. It includes kajal, it includes mascara, it includes compact, it includes foundation cream, everything, the entire set of cosmetic it is introduced. So it is called as an extension of the product line, increase in the width and increase in the depth of a product line. Next one is new product development. So new product development, of course the company need to give a new product all the time, understanding their customers needs and wants. If you are giving the same product always, customers may lose their interest to your product. So every time they come, you need to give about a new feature, the diversified product, the differentiated product, the unique product in a market. So of course you need to utilize the innovation and the creativity in order to develop a new product according to the requirement of the needs and wants of the customers. Next one is innovation in a core product. Of course, if it is a durable product, now and then you can make a changes and you can give a added features and unique product to a customers. But when it is a field of fast moving consumer goods market, this market period is very much short actually. Now and then you need to give a new thing, you need to give or you need to try to give new brands every time. You need to offer something new to your customer in order to meet the changing requirement, changing needs and wants of the customer. And the last one is extending the product life cycle. So what the product management is going to help in the sense extending the product life cycle. When you are having a diversified products with you, if the one product is in decline stage, other products may be still in a growth stage, still in a introduction stage, and still in a maturity stage. It may help you in managing the resources, and it helps in getting a returns and managing with the profitabilities also. So these are all some identified functions of the product management. Some others are wide distribution network. The product management not only going to be help in maintaining and identification of the opportunity and quantifying the opportunity for the development of the product, but also it is going to be worry about the distribution network. Why? Because the products developed need to be available for the customers where they are scattered around the globe. So that how we are going to maintain a distribution network. Okay, so distribution network, either you are using wholesaler, manufacturer, retailer, or some commission agent. Next is we are having monitoring the plus of consumer. The plus of consumer in the sense undertaking a research to find out more about your customers more about your customers, and try to satisfy their needs and wants always by making some changes, making some modification in your problem. And advertising and media can be divided into two: informative ad and persuasive ad. Informative ad in the sense it is always going to give in an initial stage of a product, probably introduction stage of the product. The only intention is going to create a brand awareness or product awareness and build a primary demand for your product. But persuasive advertisement, it is more about a competitive stage, more important in a competitive stage. A repeated advertisement need to be provided, the product position need to be given to the customers, so where they can easily remember the advertisement and where they can easily purchase a product. So these are all the basic function where the product management is providing. So product flanking, product brand extension, brand building a product line, new product development, innovation of a core product, extending in a product life cycle, extending in a distribution network, monitoring the pulse of the customers, informative ads, persuasive ads are the identified function of the product management. Today we discussed about the product management, meaning of a product management, objectives of a product management, and next process of product management, and the last one is functions of product management. So any doubt, you can always drop me a message, or you can request to repeat the concept. I'll be taking extra classes where you are not understood the concept. Thank you all guys.